Social media, in terms of its role with candidates and just people who run for office, I think is very critical in this modern day and age of just technology being used for every single thing. But at some point, I think it becomes ineffective. I was thinking back to when Rubio lost Florida, roughly, I think it was March 15th, if I recall. So that's about almost 2 months ago. Today's the 10th of May. And I was thinking about how all of his supporters kept saying, vote for Rubio in Florida, vote for Rubio in Florida, vote for Kasich in Ohio, that kind of deal. And when he lost, I was just so blindsided because even though obviously the polls had him losing, and I guess we could predict from those, I really held on this belief that if enough people rallied behind somebody, they could win. And sure enough, that's what happened with Trump. But all of these different people who went out for Rubio, it was as though their effort was without a consequence that they wanted. And it just seemed as though they'd wasted their time. And certainly it was the same type of feeling watching all of these Cruz supporters trying to rally support from in Indiana, where, as we know, last week he suspended his campaign following a defeat by Trump. Now, that's not to say that, he's going to be gone forever and things are going to be stuck the way they are now until the end of time, and their supporters are all useless and they're just terrible people for even trying. That's not it at all. I just think that part of my disillusion comes from the fact that we've seen candidates have campaigns on social media. We've seen them go around and go, hey, hey, vote for me. Hey, can you vote for me? Vote for me, please, please. And we don't see their desired result. And I think when that happens, I end up, along with many other people, becoming disillusioned with the whole practice of endorsing someone online and trying to just get all of their potential followers or open-minded people to come and support them. And what's worse is that, and part of the reason why it's so timely is in the week since Cruz suspended his campaign, I've just been thinking about the whole buzz he intended to create with announcing Fiorina as his vice president. And how he expected that to dominate the airwaves and people to be talking about it on social media. And she put out a tweet that same day saying she was blessed to be considered his VP or something to that effect. And all I could think to myself was, they just from the start use social media. That when you go on his website, there were products with those two's names on it. They went out of their way to get people rallying behind this new announcement, expecting to win. And when they didn't, it was over. And they tried using social media to their advantage. They posted on Twitter. They posted on YouTube. They posted on the tedcruz.org. All of it didn't matter when it came down to the people in the voting process in Indiana. They just completely ignored that. Well, not all of them, but the majority did, and that's how Trump won. So I think that campaigning online has mixed results. On one hand, it's something I think most candidates should aspire to. On the other, it doesn't always produce what we want, and we just have to live with it sometimes. So thank you for watching and have a good day.